Y'all get ready?
Yes, you get ready.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the Lovelyti TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the Lovelyti TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.
Hey tea sippers, I hope you guys are doing good today. So if you guys do not know, Kanye West has been trending all day. Well, actually since yesterday he's been trending. He did an impromptu interview with DJ Academics. It was about an hour long. I did watch the entire interview on Sunday. I checked it out and oh gosh, it was a lot to digest. Let's just say that. Kanye just seemed real manic and was trying to get everything off his chest. He went off and he also doubled down on the tweet that he sent out about Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids. He says that he regrets deleting it. He does not regret what he said. He feels extremely free. So he went in on Jay-Z, then also proceeded to say that he regrets having children with Kim Kardashian. He also spoke on the Kendrick Lamar situation with Drake, and he feels like there was a bigger play at hand to try and take down Drake, and that Kendrick doesn't really have a lot of good music. So I'm going to go ahead and play you guys the highlights from his conversation with DJ Academics. Y'all go ahead and check this out.
Also, I had this theory that I just wanted to say. Wait a second. I have another theory. It's about football and music industry, but I want you to get that Jay-Z answer. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody's like, what about the fact that everybody knows what I'm saying is true related to that photo that I put up with my youngest daughter, right? But everything is like, but you offended Jay-Z. Fuck him. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Put it like this. Let's take it to money. How much money do you think Jay-Z make off my catalog versus what I make off it? Next subject.
Well, some people might feel like, like even with the situation with kids, I hear you speak about that a lot. Like nobody really spoke up on your behalf. Yeah. But even when you speak about Kim, people might be like, well, you picked her. Like you put yourself in that.
Absolutely, I did. That was my fault.
Maybe they're saying that you don't take accountability.
No, that was my fault. I didn't want to have children with this person after the first 2 months of being with her. But that wasn't God's plan. But my issue with all these faggot ass celebrity niggas is, if you ain't gonna speak on my behalf of the situation I'm in right now with my children or where I was when I asked for the help years ago, don't talk about my political views. Plus your T. Like, nigga, I bled for you. If nigga asks you about me, say we ain't speaking on Ye. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how y'all looking at me like a Vic, because you a street nigga. But it ain't that time no more. I'm the lawyer off Carlito's way. I'm the boss. You niggas is broke. You niggas is not masterminds. And you niggas should never have ever gone. Look at John Legend, old sissy ass. I ain't never do nothing wrong to that nigga. I changed generations of his life. And they got all that faggot ass hot sweater nigga come up and just, this nigga wears sweaters in motherfucking August and Barbados. John Legend, Master Ted. Never do nothing wrong to that nigga. I changed generations of his life. And they got all that faggot ass hot sweater nigga come up and just, this nigga wears sweaters in motherfucking August and Barbados. John Legend, Master Ted. So, no, they say he smell like mashed potatoes. I don't know where I got this from.
No, they used to be your guy though. And like, so all these relationships, are they repairable? Like even the Pusha, the Jay, the like, there's a long list. Even Cardi, like I feel like, I know you say you want to hurt them, but you might overstep the line where maybe at a point Jay's like, man, I'm cool. Like I think after that tweet, he definitely, and I don't know if these are relationships that's salvageable.
Why would I want to salvage relationships with
to a lot of people?
Why would I want to salvage relationships with broke ass slaves and slave herders? Like everybody, so this is what I'm saying. The Jay-Z thing leads me to the NFL. Why do they want a Drake to be out of there? Why do they want somebody with no hits like Kendrick to do the Super Bowl, right? This is a theory I had. The people that run the Super Bowl had to come to people who run the music industry and be like, you guys, you're letting your niggers get out of hand. Oh my God, that Kanye. Somebody take a knee for it. Where's he out of there? See, that's the problem. You let them last too long. In our league, they're for 2 years, 3 years, they're out of there. We deal with, we got Tom Brady. He's great. We made Mahomes throw that fucking Super Bowl, so Tom could get his 7th ring and shit. But, you guys at the music industry, you got to do, start getting smaller artists and put them on. We're going to set you up. We're going to take Rolling Loud. We're going to connect them with Live Nation. And then we're going to get a bunch of small artists. And then, you'll be able to make your money off of that. And then, if we take, Cardi's doing good, we'll make them take the blue pill. We'll have them rap about Skims. And then mention Northwest. We love Northwest. Kanye, don't worry about him. He's a lunatic. Don't worry about him. Does any of that sound right or sound accurate to you?
Yeah, if you look, it does seem like I don't know if it's that control, but you could see. Wait
a second. You don't think you can see my eyes through the mask right there?
Yeah,
you don't know if it's that control.
All right, so you guys just watched those clips, and like I said, it was a lot to digest in this interview and a lot to take in. I mean, the fact that he's wearing a black KKK Klansman hood, it's like he's doing a lot of stuff, again, to cause controversy, to go viral, which indeed he did. I think DJ Academics, he was definitely fanning out a bit. I mean, this is a big interview. It is Kanye. But I do like the fact that he did push back at certain points. One of the things that he said is, you're saying that you kind of regret having kids with Kim, but in the same breath, you chose her.
Yeah. But even when you speak about Kim, people might be like, well, you picked her. Like, you put yourself in that.
Absolutely, I did. That was my fault.
You chose her. Remember, he was with a beautiful black woman, Alexis Pfeiffer. He ended up leaving Alexis Pfeiffer for Amber Rose. Remember, he took Amber Rose out the quote-unquote strip club and cleaned her up and, gave her a platform and all this stuff. But the person that I see that Kanye was the happiest with was Alexis. He had a real smile. They had a lot of things in common. They could have built a fashion empire together. But Kanye's coming off as if Kim just used him, to get pregnant and have all these kids. But he was definitely a willing participant. Kim is also the type of person that carries a monitoring spirit. If you remember, the first time Kanye West ever met Kim Kardashian, he was with his girlfriend, Alexis Pfeiffer. They were all in a picture together. And it's very interesting that Amber Rose came out and, admitted that Kim Kardashian, quote unquote, took her man. She regrets solely blaming Kim, but Kim was the other woman in Amber Rose's and Kanye's situation. Y'all go ahead and check this out.
Recently made the statement about Kim Kardashian, of course, and she broke up your relationship with Kanye. But now you said that you're sorry about it. Like, could you elaborate on that further?
Well, I'm not sorry about saying it because it was the truth. I was sorry that I called her a homewrecker because I just feel like it's hard for me to explain because as a woman, I need especially to let my rosebuds out there know that you don't blame the woman when your man does you wrong.
Right.
You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And I think with the Star magazine, it came across as though I was doing that. But I was asked in that interview, how do I feel about Kim and Kanye dating now, being as though I was the reason why Kim and Reggie broke up.
Oh, okay.
So this is a question that I get asked constantly. And I'm always quiet, Nicole. I'm always like, if they're happy, I'm happy for them. No, that's not the case, da 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 da. And as a human being, I just got to my boiling point, and I'm just like, that's not the case. She's the homewrecker. She did all that. I didn't do none of that. I don't mess with men that are in relationships. And when I went home, even that night, I was just like, I let my emotions get the best of me. And that was something that I had to get off my chest in order to move on with my life. I just feel like when people are like, why'd you wait so long to say it? It's because I never said anything about anyone for so long. I didn't say anything about myself. So when I first start talking, even though it's a year later,
Yeah.
people still want to know what happened then because I never elaborated on it.
So that was an interview from Amber Rose over 10 years ago talking about how Kim basically was the other woman in that relationship and she wanted to get that off her chest. So from day one, Kim was definitely plotting, okay? Remember when their relationship started, the Kardashians were literally like a joke. They were just this, reality TV show family. Kim was Paris Hilton's stylist. Kanye was the big star. And they were able to basically build an entire brand off of Kanye. I broke this down in a video I think I did 2 years ago. Be careful who you build with. And so I think what it is that Kanye is looking back at all this and he's having a lot of regrets. He's having regrets that he did not have full black children because he keeps wanting to call his kids black and that they are not. These are biracial children. Their mother is white, okay? And I think he's really regretting that he allowed himself to get caught in the Kardashian web. And now that his child is getting older, he's seeing how the Kardashians, particularly Kim, are going to use North West to continue to build their legacy and their media empire. It's definitely going to be the next generation of Kardashian kids that are going to be taking over this entire social media brand. That is what Kim is raising, North West to be and do. And I think that bothers Kanye that he doesn't have say as a black man and as a father that Kim gets to run everything. Well, the same way a lot of these red pillars tell black women, you should have chose better. That is my energy for Kanye. You should have chose better. You should have got with a woman who was on your level, mentally, spiritually, And when he got with Kim, she was not. He literally cleaned up that family. He legitimized them. He turned them into fashion icons. He got them on red carpets that they were never allowed to be on. He got them into the Met Gala. They were clowns in the industry. He was able to basically, propagate a modeling career for Kendall Jenner, which in turn helped Kylie Jenner, which literally legitimized all of them into becoming billionaires. They're a billionaire family now, based off of Kanye. And I think he has a lot of regrets and he's mad, he's bitter, he's jaded. He's taking it out on everybody, including Jay-Z and Beyonce. He feels like Jay-Z wasn't really there for him. They didn't support him. They didn't have his back. It's not their job to get involved in your marital affairs. You chose to marry Kim. You chose to knock her up not once, but 4 times. Well, she only carried 2 of the 4, but y'all know what I mean. How is that Jay-Z and Beyonce's responsibility? That is on y'all to figure out what y'all want to do in this marriage. That is on you to figure out what you're going to do as far as, custody, child support, and all that stuff. That's not Jay-Z's responsibility. And then the whole thing with Kendrick, I feel like there's still a jealousy there. He feels a way that Kendrick Lamar has been able to just be that conscious rapper and make big moves like performing at the Super Bowl. He's well respected. He's what Kanye was a few years ago. Kendrick Lamar has taken Kanye's spot and Kanye is literally spiraling and going crazy and it's bothering him. So the interview was very interesting. It's an hour long. He blasted a lot of people from Playboy Cardi to Jim Jones, Lucian Grange. He went in for a whole hour. So if you guys want to watch the full interview, it's online. You guys can go find it. I want to know y'all's opinion on this entire situation. How do y'all feel about Kanye's interview with DJ Academics? How do you feel about what he had to say about Jay-Z and Beyonce? And most importantly, how do you guys feel about what he had to say about his ex-wife and baby's mother, Kim Kardashian? So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. Don't forget to hit the video with a like, and I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the Lovelyti TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the Lovelyti TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.